Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and Muny Nation, to this afternoon's contest, the championship 2022 in the 7U division. Harry Little is named after the famous and well-known coach of the founder of the Termite division. Hi, my name is John Good, Vice President of Muny Football, and I'm here with my partner, Jason Dunn, the director of Cleveland Muny Football. Jason, we're in for a fun-filled, hard-fought contest today in this Termite division with the Ohio Elite Spartans and the East Cleveland Chiefs. What are the fans expecting to see here today?
Man, the fans expecting to see an exciting game between two well-coached and two well-grown programs. The East Cleveland Chiefs, this is both of their first year in Muny football. East Cleveland Chiefs is a welcome back to them. And for Ohio Spartan Elite, this is their first time joining the league. Like I said, both of these teams are well-coached, fast, perimeter speed, strong up front. So we should be in for I'm going to call this a tight contest.
I think so, too. Last week, the Ohio Spartan Elite fought a hard contest against Midwest Bengals and came out the winner in 2 overtimes, 16-13. This team hails out of that came out of the Canton, Ohio, and traveled up to Cleveland every weekend. Very, very beautiful story behind this organization with the Bonner family, Jason. That put together an organization that had at one time 4 or 5 teams, but they had to curb their budget and their participation in the program because they just didn't have enough support. But they get enough support from that coaching staff and from the families in Canton that play on this football team, and they've made it to through a tough challenge and made it to this championship division game in the 7U division.
As you talked about, scaling down, and that's the way you want to build a program. When things aren't going right, you always want to start back at point A. There's no reason trying to go up and accelerate to C when you're not equipped to be there. You start with the grassroots level, and that's the babies. You build it back up, and you get that retention, and you build your program from years on out.
And folks, they have a very bright future. Speaking of the Ohio Spartan Elites, they took the championship in the 6U division last weekend at Rhodes High School and won that in fine fashion. So they've already celebrated one young division championship, and they're looking to celebrate their second in the first year participating in Cleveland Muny football. Let's look at the officials for the game. We get a chance to bring them up. Got Ralph King, the veteran here in the Muny football, 1976 graduate of Shaw High School of 38 years as a football official. That's a long time. Cleveland Division of Recreation employee. One of his responsibilities is the Collinwood Athletic Complex, and Ralph does an excellent job running this field. Terrence Brown, line judge, is 82 graduate of Collinwood High School. He's 12 years as a football official, currently employed at CMHA. And Shemaiah Jones, head linesman, a 91 graduate of John Hay High School, played high school baseball for Tim Wells, and is a 9 years veteran of officiating, employed by the Cleveland Clinic in the IT division. The key players for the game, this side by side we don't have the pictures of them, folks, but number 2 for the Elite Spartans, Jalen Tart, the running back. Number 14, Jeremiah Newman, wide receiver, quarterback and safety. And number 24, Kyrie Tarver, the tight end, defensive end, are their key players. And the 3 key players for these Cleveland Chiefs is Jarshawn Jennings, quarterback, linebacker, number 5, London Lockett, running back, middle linebacker, number 54, and Delonte Woods, the quarterback and safety, is very explosive, and he'll be out there on the field this afternoon.
Hey, so look. When they call your name, step up, wave with your left hand, like that. You understand me?
Now we'll throw it over to our announcer for player introductions, Joe Wise Jr. Joe, take it away.
Welcome to Collinwood Sports Complex for today's 7U Termite Championship. The participants in today's game, starting with the Ohio Spartan Elite. Number 40, Marcel Alexander. Number 23, Kymir Backy. Number 8, Kai Cameron. Number 15, Camden Deschamps. Number 19, Josiah Jamerson. Number 1, Fred Johnson. Number 30, Amaziah Massey. Number 50, Carson McDonald. Number 14, Jeremiah Newman. Number 33, Evan Porter. Number 52, Santana Randall. Number 9, Kyler Ross. Number 2, Jalen Tart. Number 24, Kyrie Tarver.
Hey, here go that big hit today. Here go that big hit.
They will be facing off against their opponent, the East Cleveland Chiefs. Number 4, Kylan Al-Amin. Number 24, Allen Captain. Number 7, Ashton Anderson. Number 9, Kylan Bland. Number 55, Drain Carmichael. Number 44, Joshua Clancy Jr. Number 10, Micah Coleman Jr. Number 3, Jarshawn Demings. Number 21, Kyrie Dudley. Number 1, Thomas Edie. Number 12, London Durkee. Number 99, Shalom Hamilton. Number 11, Sayer Harwell. Number 8, Destin Kelly. Number 5, London Lockett. Number 20, Elijah Love. Number 32, Aiden Mitchell. Number 30, Kyrie Murray Bradford. Number 15, Tavion Oliver. Number 56, DeMarcus Smith Jr. Number 6, Samaj Williams. Number 54, Delonte Woods Jr. Your East Cleveland Chiefs. And now, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
What so proudly we
We're ready to face off in this 7U division. The Ohio Spartan Elite, who is the home team, so they'll be on the home team side. That'll be the east side, and the away team will be the East Cleveland Chiefs. They'll be on the west side. We can bring up those referees now. Watch these players exchange good luck, good sportsmanship here at the beginning of the game, along with the coaches. It's a beautiful afternoon, about 60 degrees, Jason. Not a cloud in the sky. The good Lord has blessed us with a beautiful day for football, these young men.
John, you couldn't ask for better weather in Northeast Ohio in late October.
I'm telling you, right around the corner from October, and November staring us right in the face. We'll take a look again with the referees. As, again, we have Ralph King, Terrence Brown, and Shemaiah Jones. That'll be refereeing for today. And we'll talk about the rules of this division, Cleveland Muny football. 7U divisions, ages 7 and under, cannot turn 8 before August 1st. There's no weight limit. 2 coaches on the field for each team. On offensive, coach in the huddle and then moves back 10 yards. The defensive coaches can be in the huddle on the field and then move back 20 yards. 8-minute quarters, a regulation clock, 4 timeouts per game, 1 additional timeout in each overtime. No kickoffs. The ball begins play at the 35-yard line, and there's no punts. Automatic punt rule is in effect. The ball will be advanced on 4th downs, 20 yards. The clock will resume after the snap, at the snap after a 15-second runoff. Must be outside the opponent's 30-yard line in order to have this walk-off. Scoring is conventional: 6 points for a touchdown, safety 2 points. Ball will be placed in the midfield. Extra points. If you kick it, we give you an extra point, so that'll be 2. And if you run or pass it in, it'll be just 1 point. Looks like these Cleveland Chiefs are going to start off on offense. Jason, give us the starting offense for these Cleveland Chiefs.
All right, starting offense for the East Cleveland Chiefs, and I'm going to go left to right. Widest man on the line of scrimmage. I'm going to go tight end, number 9, Kylan Bland. Left tackle, number 55, Dreon Carmichael. Number 99, left guard, Shalon Hamilton. Number 56, center, DeMarcus Smith. Number 30, right guard, Kyrie Murray Bradford. Number 10, right tackle, Delonte Woods. Right tight end, number 10, Micah Coleman. Wide receiver, number 7, Ashton Anderson. Leading the charge at quarterback, number 3, Jarshawn Demings. At fullback, number 1, Thomas Edie. And rounding it out at tailback, number 5, London Lockett.
We'll give you the defense and the key players. Talk about the keys to the championship game the coaches gave us in order they feel the things they need to do in order to win. Demings at quarterback, and he's going to take it right up the middle himself, and he's going to pick up a significant gain here for a pickup of 6 as the Chiefs sprint back to their coaches to get an assignment for the next play. Santana Randall on that tackle, number 52.
You know, initial contact was made with the left side of that defensive front, and, you know, the linebacker swarmed and ended up bringing them down.
Excellent play call by the coach, these Cleveland Chiefs. Just get the cobwebs out, get the line off the ball, get them off the ball, get them knocking around a little bit. Now they feel a little bit more invincible, and they come back out as they sprint to the line of scrimmage for the second play of the ball game.
There you go, got defense creeping up right now, trying to match that front. 7 across the line of scrimmage up front.
There's a shift. Look at these little guys shift. Boy, they really know what they're doing. There it is. Defense couldn't be patient. First penalty of the game will go against the Spartan Elites. Say Kai Cameron, number 8, the left defensive tackle, jumped on that play.
And John, this is the 7U division, and when you start to see, you know, shifts in this division and long counts, you know, I mean, you've seen the defense creep up, you know, like they wanted to come and blitz.
Here's the zone infraction.
You know,
defense, number 8.
how do
5-yard
7-year-olds hold
penalty,
their water?
resulting in a first down.
You know?
They're anxious. They want to get after it. They want to get after it right away. So good job by these Cleveland Chiefs, holding their water, holding their poise, being disciplined, and drawing the Spartans offsides. They hustle up to the line of scrimmage. You'll see one coach getting the line ready, and you'll see the other coach getting the backfield ready, which is usually the mantra for the coaches. There's another shift. Look at those little guys. They know where they're going. They line it up. A little bit of a typewriter start there, and they'll get an infraction for illegal procedure as the ball carrier is taken down. Looks like back at the 50-yard line, but it's going to be a penalty, and they're going to mark off 5 yards, and it'll be still first down.
Yeah, and I understand what the Chiefs trying to do. You got to kind of settle down. You know, the offense wasn't set yet. They were still mid-shift when the quarterback snapped the ball.
They got to give away. They got to wait a little bit.
Offense moving towards the line of scrimmage before the snap. 5 yards. Repeat first down.
Ralph King making the call. That was pretty obvious. East Cleveland Chiefs.
Here they come. You stay out.
5-1 record this year, 8-1 overall coming into this game. Micaiah Coleman Sr. is the head coach and offensive coordinator, while Dante Dudley leads the defense as the coordinator.
Hey, just gave those yards right back to the offense.
A little nerves here at the beginning of the game. Understandably so in this 7U division. Harry Little.
Neutral zone infraction.
You know, for a lot
defense, number 52, 5 yards, first down.
You know, you can expect the nerves and and nervous energy coming out here, 7U division, and for a lot of these kids, first time ever playing on television.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and it's a real treat. And I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. The quarterback's going to keep it, take it around the left side, makes a few guys miss, and he's off to the races. As yes, sir, that is the star quarterback, Rashawn Demings, taking the ball into the end zone for a 54-yard touchdown on the first possession of the game for the East Cleveland Chiefs, and they're off to a fast start.
Hey, and John, that was one of those key players we talked about prior to the game, and who could be the difference makers. And as you look at this replay here, you know, his number was called all the way. It was a quarterback keeper to the left side. He made one cut, darted, and he got vertical. And the kid's got deceptive speed. You know, for his size, he pulled away from the defense.
Yes, he did. So Demings is no stranger to the end zone, as this team was ranked number 2 in overall offense, but average points scored of 21.2 points per game. So Mr. Demings and this offense is used to being in the end zone, and they do so in their first possession of the game. They'll go for the extra point here now. Looks like it's just going to be a conventional run or pass play, so it'll be only worth 1 point. We do reward with 2 points if they kick an extra point. Don't see too many 7U teams kicking the football this young. Demings under center, gets the ball, goes around the left side this time, and no, that was London Lockett this time.
5.
Yeah, that was London Lockett this time getting into the act, and he gets into the end zone. So with 5:33 left to go in this first quarter, the Ohio Spartan Elite will come on offense for the first time today. Ohio Spartan Elites, head coach Shalimar Gilmer, the head coach. Shalimar Gilmer is the offensive coordinator, and Justin Tart is the defensive coordinator. The game plan is to run 75% run, 25% pass. And Jason, talk about their playoff wins and what the coaches feel is the key to victory today.
you know, for Ohio Spartan Elite, they had some pretty impressive wins. There were some good teams. First round game, they played the Cleveland Renegades, beat them 33-0. Then they came back against the defending champs, Southside Elite Spartans, eliminated them with a score of 26-13. And then they faced a very tough Midwest Bengals team out of Youngstown in the conference final, beat them 16-13.
That was a great game.
So it's been a pretty tough road for them, and these guys have withstood it. You know, and we can talk about the starting offense for the Spartans. From left to right, number 21, wide receiver Josiah Jamerson. Number 8, left tackle Kai Cameron. Left guard Evan Porter. Number 50, center Carson McDonald. Number 40, right guard Marcel Alexander. Number 23, right tackle Kamir Backy.
There's the quarterback going right up the middle, pickup of about 7 yards. Good job by that offensive line, and a good job by Jeremiah Newman getting the football and going vertical. Demings and Lockett on the tackle. Those two very active early in this ball game.
Yep, we'll finish with those with the offense. Number 9, wide receiver Kyer Ross. Quarterback number 14, Jeremiah Newman. Slot Amaziah Massey. Number 24, Kyrie Tarver. And running back number 2, Jalen Tart.
So Kylan Bland in on that tackle, number 9, the left defensive end. Did a good job of minimizing that game by the ball carrier, and it brings on a 3rd and a long 2, maybe 2.5. As Ohio Spartan Elite take the ball for the first time today, and they trail 7-0. Jeremiah Newman under center, and nobody jumped, or
we got some
looked like the offensive man, just one offensive player did not get the memo. And it looked like it was the left tackle, Kamir Backy, number 23, who was going to dig a deeper hole for his offensive teammates, as we'll march this back, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
You know, and talking to the coach before the game, you know, for Ohio
Ball
Spartan.
start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 3rd down.
You know, the one thing the coach talked about doing was taking care of the ball, not getting the mental penalties, not getting making the little mistakes.
Newman hands it off to his running back. He makes a cut to the left, and he's got room to run. Runs out of his shoe, and he gets the 1st down. Thomas Edie on the tackle, but a great job by Tart right there, making the cut to the left, seeing his hole and getting there and getting the 1st down. Good job by the offensive line.
You know, you look at Newman, that's the speedster right there. And when you look at this Ohio Spartan Elite offense, this offense is ranked number 1 in the entire 7U division, averaging 23.8 points a game. So they can get at it, John.
Yeah, they're explosive. They're explosive. Good job by Marcel Alexander, Kamir Backy, and Kyer Ross on that left side to get that blocked, to get Tart the opening he needed to pick up the 1st down. That coach, offensive coach, will breathe a sigh of relief, and they pick up a new, fresh set of downs. They get the 1st down this time. This will be their first time with their first possession into East Cleveland territory, as Ralph King starts the clock, and he'll get to play in.
You know, John, for a lot of our viewers who's new to, you know, Muny football, you know, we have 2 coaches on the field on both sides. And, you know, talk about the benefits of having those guys on the field.
Yeah, the benefit is the instruction that they give to the players and the confidence. As that's Tart again, being tackled by Destin Kelly Jr. So Destin was able to stop him before he was able to pick up 1st down. That'll be 2nd down and about 3.5. The one coach will set the line, and the other coach will talk to the skill players, and that gives them confidence to go up there and execute the play. Introductory to football. Some of them it's the first time they've ever played football. Tart gets the ball again. Slippery as a weasel. Darts into the defensive backfield, and he's on his way to pay dirt unless Demings can catch him, and he won't. And he gets into the end zone, and Demings couldn't quite get there. Tart takes it to the end zone. Jalen, very gifted athlete. I got to see him play leading up to this championship game, Jason, and he's an explosive player that's going to get a good sleep tonight, because the coach is going to be relying on him a lot to run.
Man, a lot. He carries a lot of the offense on his shoulders, and you see him. He pulled away from a very fast Demings. You know, Jalen Tarp, second grader, St. Peter's in Canton. You know, his things of interest and what he likes to do. He plays football. Favorite food is pizza. A hard runner, fast and shifty, and his favorite player is 49ers, Deebo Samuels.
Yeah, Deebo Samuels. He looked like Deebo on that play as he's able to get the Elite Spartans on the scoreboard first. Excuse me, Spartan Elite on the scoreboard first. So the ever so important extra point keeper, and he gets it to the end zone. That looks like Tart again as he lined up as the quarterback and was able to get the ball into the end zone. Good job by the Spartan Elite as they match these Cleveland Chiefs. Score on the first possession, will score an extra point of their own to bring the game to a tie, 7-7. 2:51 left to go in this first quarter. And Jason will continue to talk about what these coaches think is the keys to winning the ball game and give us a little bit more about some of their outstanding key players.
Okay, when we look at the East Cleveland Chiefs, they want to play with discipline. They want to execute, and they want to have teamwork and be in position. And so far, when you pit the #1 and #2 offense against each other on on one drive apiece, both of them cashed in touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
You know, we switch over to the Ohio Spartan Elite, and the keys to them winning the championship today is win the turnover battle. And these are two teams that take care of the ball very well. They want to win up front. You know, obviously you can go nowhere without the guys up front, and they want to limit the penalties. On that first drive from Ohio Spartan Elite, they had a few penalties, they overcame, and they still put points on the board.
Yes, they did. Second possession here in the first quarter for the East Cleveland Chiefs. Again, welcome back to Muny football, East Cleveland Chiefs, and congratulations on making it to the 7U Division Championship game. Demings is lined up at quarterback. They shift again. I love these shifts.
Got a 5-3 look from the defense.
Demings gets the football, and he goes around the right side. Nope, that's not Demings this time, as that's going to be Lockett. Lockett will bring it across the 50-yard line, picks up the first down. And Jalen Tart and Jeremiah Newman on the tackle for Spartan Elite.
You know, and the one thing you'll notice about East Cleveland, they're so deep at skill, they can put 3 kids back there at quarterback. As you see Lockett take this replay right here to the right side, call his own number, ball in the right hand, makes one cut, and making that cut right there gained him an additional 6 yards on that carry.
These Cleveland Chiefs seem to always have skilled players in their back pocket, their front pocket, their side pocket.
Hey, and this can date back to 2 noticeable Chiefs, both who made it to the NFL. We can talk about how electric Shane Wynn was when he played for the Chiefs.
That's right.
And we can go and talk about current Jets captain, Justin Hardy.
Justin Hardy doing a fine job for the New York Jets this year, who's one of the surprises of the NFL. Surprise teams with Anthony Soliday over there as head coach. In his second year, and Justin Hardy as a captain, as Jason just told us, leading that team to a very good, successful first half of the NFL season. East Cleveland gets the ball up the middle, excellent block. Lockett with the ball, tries to bounce it outside, slung around by the defender. He had to tackle him twice. Good job by the defenders. Santana Randall and Kyle Ross doing a good job of pursuit, not giving up on that play.
Hey, right there, we call that relentless pursuit right there. The initial defender had a hand on him. He kind of swung him around, and Lockett is very slippery. So, you know, he got enough on him. He couldn't bring him down, but the defense never gave up. They swarmed, and we call that a game tackle.
Good job by that defensive front on that side. Santana Randall doing the basics, not letting him get outside. He tried to sling him around, sling him down, but couldn't quite get him there. But again, pursuit with Ross, number 9, the right cornerback, brought him down for a minimal gain. Timeout. Looks like it's an official timeout, and they're talking to one of the players who's on the field. He was injured for Spartan Elite. It looks like number 21, Tarver, 24, excuse me, Tarver one of the key players for the Spartan Elite.
You know,
Getting up slowly.
And, you know, take a moment to talk about the head coaches of today's game. We talked about East Cleveland's head coach, Micah Coleman Sr. Mike is a 2005 graduate of Euclid High School. Second year of coaching youth football. You know, hey, tip my hat to you, Micah. He coached and he played. Quarterback in high school. Now we go over to Ohio Spartan Elite. Shalimar Gilmer, a 2002 graduate of Canton McKinley High School. 23 years of coaching experience, 6 championships. He played running back in high school, and he's in the Hall of Fame, Canton McKinley.
Yeah, Gilmer is a fine young man, and I got a chance to talk to him in depth last week after their victory over the Midwest Bengals. A lot of passion and energy for the kids, and that's just what these young men need down there in the city of Canton to help them make the right choices and enjoy this game of football. Quarterback again is Demings, takes a short angle and route around that right side with pickup of about 5. Tackled by Tarver and Jameson.
You know, when you look at how these Chiefs mix it up with these quarterbacks, you know, Demings, that's your Bruce, that's your inside runner. And they love running the quarterbacks. And when you look at Lockett's going to be the one that's going to stretch the field. So, you know, when you get Demings inside, Lockett outside, hey, I've seen them hand that ball off to a receiver on the end around.
Okay.
So you watch that.
Okay. These Cleveland Chiefs got some tricks up their sleeve, as the director just informed us, so they got to be aware of that. And I'm pretty sure the elite Spartan Elite team has gotten some wind of that and will be ready for it when it comes.
The clock strikes 0.
So there is the call of the first quarter. But we played to a 7-7 tie, and this game was billed as being a high-scoring game with these 2 high-flying offenses coming in here, and they didn't disappoint, folks. 7-7 is going to be the score going into the second quarter. They take the water break, and we'll talk a little bit about during the season these teams and their performances. The East Cleveland Chiefs with their playoff wins. After going 5-1, today they stand at 8-1 after 3 victories to get here in the championship game. Their game plan usually results in 95% run and 5% pass on the offensive side. They play good defense too. They beat Guinea Elite 2-0. That was a knockdown, drag them out for 7U. And then they kind of rolled over the Richmond Conquerors 25-0. Had some great success against the Glenville Elite Panthers. 26-12. The coaches believe that discipline, execution, and teamwork, be in position to make plays, is the keys for them. And we've already mentioned their top players, Demings, Lockett, and Delonte Woods, who've already made some plays out here today. And you can see why they are the key players of the football game.
You know, and when you talk about some of those big victories that the Chiefs had this year, the defining moment was the victory last week in the conference final against the undefeated Glenville Elite Panther team.
Right.
So it wasn't just like they beat anybody. They beat an undefeated team. And when you look at a team that late in the season, you still have so many questions. Well, you know, are the Chiefs really legit? Because they had some good wins, some quality wins, but they didn't have that win. So that win came in the conference final in convincing fashion.
Again, relying on that second-ranked defense, only giving up 4.3 points per game, giving up 12 to the Elite Panthers after 2 non-scoring games. They were able to make it here to the championship game.
Just like I thought. You better call a timeout. You better.
So coaches on the field to call a timeout, as you can hear. Coach Shalimar Gilmer rooting his kids on. I told you he was a ball of fire, and folks, he is. Very proud of his young man, and he does know his football. Great career in Canton McKinley High School, where there's a lot of fine football players coming out of there. Off the top of my head, the Ray Ellises of the world, the Dawsons of the world, Ohio State All-Americans, both of them, and many, many more players. Percy Snow family, great ball players down there. Brother played in the NBA, played with the Cavaliers for a while, with LeBron James in Cleveland. Just a fine job of doing good things for the youth down there and being good examples of people and personalities that can overcome some shortcomings and have success in life.
Come on. Yes. Now watch it.
Mr. and Mrs. Bonner, the owners of the organization, sacrifice a lot of time and resources driving up to Cleveland every weekend during the season and performing to the best of their ability that got them in this championship game. Demings takes the ball, tries the right side, bounces it outside. Nobody there. Nobody there. He beats the corner. He got the angle on it, but can they bring him down? And he steps out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, maybe the 19, as they are in the red zone now of these Cleveland Chiefs, and they're marching.
Hey, now, John, that was a phenomenal run by Demings. But I want to give a shout out to the guys who really made this play work right here. The Kyrie Murray Bradford, the Delonte Woods, the Micah Coleman. The right side of that line was moving bodies.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And Demings could do whatever he wanted to do inside and out. He chose the outside, which is the right choice, able to get into the red zone, as I just mentioned, and looking to score.
You know, it's been a fine job of blocking up front by the East Cleveland Chiefs so far this game.
Yep, that would be Carmichael, Hamilton, Bland, Murray, Bradford, and Woods, anchored by DeMarcus Smith in the middle, and Michael Coleman, the other tight end. Again, first in offense this year, averaging 21.2 points a game, and they're knocking at the door again. Demings gets the football, turns and gives it to London, to Lockett. And Lockett picks up about 4 yards, maybe 3, and it'll be second down and 6, I'm gonna say. Cameron on the tackle.
Hey, it's been the 1-2 punch of Demings and Lockett, and this time they went. You know, I'm gonna call that unconventional for them. They handed the ball off to the running back.
So they run an ISO, he bounces it outside. Lockett able to pick up some yards, and good job by the offensive line once again. Most of the teams in this division, they keep the ball on the ground. Just again, one of the younger divisions in the league, you know, teaching fundamentals, just blocking and tackling. And these two teams did it the best, and that's why they're here to this afternoon to play in the championship 7U division game. There's the play, gives it to Lockett again, and Lockett cuts in, cuts left up the middle. Touchdown, Chiefs!
That was that Nick Chubb vision right there. Man, the way he put that foot in the ground and got vertical.
Good job by Lockett. Good job by that offensive line. Excellent play calling by the coach to get them into the end zone. So good job by these Cleveland Chiefs if they've scored second for their second time in this ball game to take the lead 13-7. Now here's their ever important extra point.
You know, when you talk about winning the game up front, winning at the point of contact, winning at the line of scrimmage, that's how you win championships.
Lockett, as you can see on that play, did a great job following his blockers and cutting off of them, making it easy for him to prance right into the end zone.
You know, if you look at the coaches get so much joy out of this, especially being on the field that close to the action, sending success to the kids, all the hard work they've been putting in all year. And you're going to get the coaches jumping around, fist pumping just as much as the players.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right up the middle, they try to go. It looks like they're in for the second successful extra point of the day. Good job by the offensive line once again. I think that was Demings, the ball carrier, as I'm looking out on the field, and might have been Lockett. Yeah, I think it was Lockett that carried that ball.
Hey, right now, John, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns.
So these two high-powered offenses playing up to their ability, as the Spartan Elite team was first in offense in their conference this year in Muny football, averaging 23.8 points a game and only allowing 27. They finished tied for third in defense. So Spartan Elite will take over possession.
You know, Spartan Elite to come back on offense, led by quarterback Jeremiah Newman. Hey, let's see if they can keep up with the scoring ways, you know, and knock this game back up.
I don't think they have a choice. I don't think they have a choice, and I think that Coach Gilmer knows that. He knows he's got to put points up early and often, and hopefully they'll minimize the mistakes on this drive and get the ball into the end zone. One possession for Spartan Elite, one touchdown. Second possession, let's see what he can do.
One thing you don't want to do is fall down 2 scores.
Not in this division. There's the handoff, big. Oh, big pop though. Wow, Deming, still linebacker.
So wow, he does that on defense?
So this kid is an all-around player and looks like a future star for these Cleveland Chiefs as he's making plays on offense and on defense. As you can take a look at this Ray Lewis type tackle right here.
Now I'm gonna critique that a little bit, John. While he came up and he brought the wood, he failed to wrap him up. You got to follow it all the way through and bring the ball carrier to the ground.
That's right. That's right. And don't be ashamed of that young man. The pros do it too. Handoff to his tailback as he bounces outside after taking a smack. And out of bounds. Tackled by Edie, number 1, the safety. As Jeremiah Newman was on the run as they changed places, he and Tart, from quarterback to running back, to give him a different look. And Newman took it upfield to get into East Cleveland territory in a first down.
And look at it, that was a good run right there. And once again, another missed tackle right there by the East Cleveland Chiefs. You know, they're making contact, but they're failing to wrap up. You know, you got to wrap these backs up. They're slippery.
There's Tart with the carry, picks up about 3. Now they cross over into Chief territory as Michael Coleman and Destin Kelly Jr. is in on that tackle to bring down Tart. 4:12 and counting in the second quarter. 7U Harry Little Termite Division Championship football game for Cleveland Muny football here at Collinwood Football Complex.
We got some movement, like it's on offense.
And he was pulled offsides by the defense, but it looks like the referee sees it just as him.
Yeah, that was
jumping.
that was looked like that was number 8, Kai Cameron right there that jumped. We got him with the infraction.
I thought that the defensive player moved first, and when that happens, normally when the offensive lineman moves, they'll give it to the defense. Will be penalized for that, for drawing them off sides, but not in this case, as the referee crew saw it different, and they'll go with a 2nd down and 12. Ball snap, looks like Tart on the carry, and it is, and he got the first down. So excellent job on that side. Edie again on the tackle, and the safety Edie is making a lot of tackles, and that's not good news for these Cleveland Chiefs defense.
No, not at all. But if your safety is your leading tackler and making all the tackles, that means that running back is getting up to that 2nd level.
Yeah, and the guys up front, they got to do their job. They're playing this, it looks like a 6'2", 5'3", 6'2" type of deal, trying to make sure that they can corral.
See, and if you notice,
running backs.
You got the Spartan Elite going with a little tempo now. It's been a couple quick snaps.
So there's, it's not Tart. There's the quarterback, Newman, drug out of bounds at
Demings on the tackle.
40, 35-yard line. Demings, yes, on the tackle again. But Demings very active on defense. We called his name quite a few times on offense. As 2nd down, it'll be in 5, and they wind the clock.
So we got 3 minutes, 40 seconds and ticking in the second quarter.
So Canton is where the Ohio Spartan Elite is from. Again, sacrificing and driving every weekend up here to Cleveland to play in Cleveland Muny football. And the Bonner family and the coaches and players, they loved every minute of it. Tart gets the ball and he goes around the right side, and he's brought down just before he's trying to get the first down. Demings again.
Again on that tackle, Demings, and he was flying to the ball on that one. You know, that was 3 straight plays to the right side, for Ohio Spartan Elite. So Demings, he snuffed that one out there, and he got there, and he arrived with vengeance. Here's the replay right here. Straight quarterback keeper out to the right side, and here comes Mr. Demings.
He arrived in a nasty mood, too.
So I escort you out of bounds.
I'm predicting a wide run. I know they got to overbalance over here on the right, but I think they're going to go to the left, but they do. They stick with the right. They got the blocking. Good job of blocking by Newman as he pinned Edie inside, but Edie was able to get to the tackle.
And that was Edie riding about to bounce that play. You know, Thomas Edie, number 1. A second grader at La Stevenson, you know, another quarterback keeper, runs to the right, and Edie got there, but that was after he made a first down.
A good job there by the defense.
And you know, the Spartans are just trying to outflank him right now.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying it again. As you see, number 12 up there coming up to try to Gerke, trying to disrupt that blocking scheme, and he did an excellent job of slowing down the ball carrier as they get up slowly off the pile.
Yeah, that was a great way of East Cleveland staying at home that time. And if you notice, John, if you look at the quarterback, he's opening up to the position or to the area that he's running. So he's opening up to the right. You know, that's a coaching point right there. You got to recognize that on the field, or have your assistants from the sideline recognize, hey, the quarterback opening that way. You know, we have to match them and try to outflank us.
That's an excellent point, Jason. I noticed that last weekend in their game against the Midwest Bengals, that he was opening it up like that. And you know what it does for the quarterback? It ensures ball security, that exchange from the center to the quarterback. And you really don't care if you're giving the defense a chance to predict where you're going, because you got that much confidence in your quarterback, in your running back, and in your offensive line, receivers and everybody blocking. So it's like, hey, here it is. I'm showing you, but you got to stop it.
And this Ohio Spartan Elite team, this is a confident bunch here.
Yes, it is.
You know, and rightfully so.
Got a lot to be proud of.
All right, checking the kid in the game late here. Looked like they were short one. And running into the game, couldn't catch that number.
The reason why we call it the Harry Little Termite Division, folks, is Harry Little was one who came up with the idea, along with Sylvester Summerall, to introduce 6- and 7-year-olds to contact football. And in the remembrance of Harry Little, we named the division after him and the fine efforts he did to put together that division, along with the other coaches and coordinators in Cleveland Muny football at the time. And it has been a truly blessing for this age group and to us as administrators and coaches to coach these age levels. So thank you, folks, for bringing them out.
Yeah, and Harry Little was a fine man in the Cleveland Muny Football League. Ran the Geminites for years. You know, and Harry Little was one of the guys that I called on when I wanted to get into coaching. You know, when I decided to start my own program. You know, Harry gave me a wealth of knowledge, gave me the know-how, and, you know, gave me all the pointers and everything, you know, and what to do. And, you know, we swapped kids back and forth. Like I said, you know, Harry Little was very instrumental in our success with the Stallions.
Yeah. He is a jewel that's definitely missed, as you can see, as offside against the Gerke, or Girk. I'll get the correct pronunciation for you. I'm gonna go with Girk for right now, as he jumped offside. That'll give him 5 yards, so it still makes it a long ways to the first down. 2nd down and 12.
You know, in this termite division, you know, each team gets 5 timeouts per game. So with 1:20 and ticking, you know, still got time.
Well, there goes the quarterback around that left side. This time Newman takes the ball, and he's being stubborn about going down, but these Cleveland Chiefs, Demings and Girk, have nothing to do with it, and they stopped him before he could even pick up anything. I mean, that's right there at the line of scrimmage. 1 minute left to go in the half. Timeout been called on the field, and it's going to be an injury timeout by a key player, Newman, but he's up. And you got a couple coaches going to come out and make sure he's all right. He's got to sit out this play, which I know the coaches don't like in this age group, because the trust is one of the factors. And folks, there's only 13 players on 14 players on the the Ohio Elite, Spartan Elite teams, so they don't have any room for margin for error as far as injuries.
You know, you come with a short roster, and you know, think about them, all 14 can ball. You know, so from 1 to 14, you know, every kid, you know, carries a phenomenal skill set, and that's what led them to the championship game today, being able to trust in each and every player that's on the roster.
And just some of the nicest, well-mannered kids that you ever want to meet at that age group on both sides, East Cleveland Chiefs and this Ohio Spartan Elite team. So it's great to see players and coaches with good sportsmanship, good attitudes, find some success and get here on this beautiful afternoon at Collinwood Sports Complex. Tart around the right side as the referee almost took a spill as he's trying to get rid of the flag, showing some athletic ability. And it looks like it's in that holding area. And
it looked like on the offense here.
The clock is at 5 seconds now in the half.
You know, while we got a second, want to tip my hat to the coordinator of the East Cleveland Chiefs, Antonio Marshall and Labrisha Walker. Both does a phenomenal job with the Chiefs. You know, Labrisha, she's there. She's making sure that certifications gets done, communication from the league to the coaches, from the coaches to the parents. Just a well-rounded program, very structured. So just wanted to take time to give a huge shout out to all the work that you guys do within your program.
Yeah, they did a fine job. I remember we was having a conversation about preparation before the season, and you complimenting the Chiefs up and down about getting their coaches certified, getting background checks in, player contracts done, IDs, and this is an organization that's used to that type of operating system in order to get qualified to play in the season. So thank you and good job. Here's Tart taking around the right side as the half will run out. And the Ohio Spartan Elite not able to complete this drive after East Cleveland Chiefs went up a touchdown. So at the half here at Collinwood Stadium, the East Cleveland Chiefs lead the Ohio Spartan Elite 14-7, and we'll be right back with the head coach from the Spartan Elite.
The goal of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District is to ensure that every child in Cleveland attends a high-quality school and that every neighborhood has a multitude of great schools for which families can choose. CMSD is a large organization with many policies, regulations, and procedures that shape how the school system serves students and families, and we recognize that these stakeholders may have concerns about the organizational or school environments. Ensuring that parents are able to express concerns and receive responses is important to the district. If concerns are not able to be addressed at the school level, we encourage parents to connect with the district's Ombuds office. The Ombuds office strives to empower individuals to overcome disputes, conflicts, and barriers, as well as to find options for best possible resolutions. The office also assists with navigating through processes while providing information and resources and fostering collaboration as well as effective communication. It is important to remember that the Ombuds office does not replace other CMSD channels for resolving problems and conflicts, but that the Ombuds office is an additional resource to help create a collaborative relationship with the district. You can reach the Ombuds office by phone, email, or filling out a quick and easy form online. We want to make sure that we are able to help resolve your concerns. Learn more about how the Ombuds office can assist you at clevelandmetroschools.org/ombuds.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're here with Ohio Spartan Elite coach, head coach Shalimar Gilmer. Coach Gilmer, the first half, you lived up to your name as far as scoring, but that second possession in the second quarter, you couldn't quite get it down there and get it to pay dirt.
The game we playing is called football.
And
that's 4 quarters of football.
That's right. That's right. 4 quarters of football that ain't over with yet. But you got to be proud of your players, as it looks like you've been able to execute your game plan with Tart and Newman, throwing a little Tarver in there. But I gotta compliment you. Your offensive line is doing a hell of a job too.
Oh yeah, we ain't doing our job though. We're not doing our job right now. It's football. You come out. You had them halves. That was our half we had. So, Spartan football is coming this half.
Hey, how you doing, Coach? Jason Dunn, league director. And, you know, knowing Spartan football, knowing that on that final drive, you ran out of time, you guys definitely wanted to put points on the board. Coming out in this second half, what is the key to you dominating this second half and taking this trophy back to Canton?
Playing football. Playing can football. Spartan Bad Boys Elite football. That's what we about to do. A lot of missed tackles. We there. We just reaching. If you, like I tell my kids, if you want to reach, go play basketball. This is football. Use them shoulder pads and helmets and come up and hit somebody.
Hey, well said, Coach. I look forward to a dominant second half from you guys. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Coach Shalimar Gilmore, a 2002 graduate of Canton McKinley High School, in the Hall of Fame down there in Canton McKinley as a running back, as he trails right now 14-7, and you heard what he said, Jason. It's all about football.
It's football. Hey, that's that Canton swag right there. That's a real football guy right there.
That's a real football guy.
It's simple. We reaching. We're not wrapping up. You know. So yeah, I call it like I see it, and that's what Coach is doing right now.
That's right. That's right. And you can look for a fine effort out of his group right in the second half. Now we have here Michael Coleman Sr. Michael Coleman, a 2005 graduate of Euclid High School, 2 years of coaching in youth football, coach and played in high school, coached a young career. You hear in the 7U championship game in Cleveland Muny football. It's John Good here along with Jason Dunn. Coach, fine job. What do you got to do to keep it going in the second half?
Keep playing our type of football, EC football. Smash mouth football just like we did in the first half. That's all we got to do.
Hey, Coach, Jason Dunn, director. Hey, you got a great 1-2 punch with Demmings and Lockett. You know, how do you sustain that and keep them two playing at a high level the second half?
Execution. That's all it's about, execution. If everybody does their job, we should be able to get those two in motion, in the rhythm, and continue to do what they do.
Okay, so, hey, Coach, 4 possessions in the first half. You guys scored twice. You held them once, so you guys are up right now 14-7. Look forward to another dominant performance in the second half. Good luck and keep it up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Michael Coleman Sr. joining us here at halftime. East Cleveland Chiefs versus the Ohio Spartan Elite. 14-7 as the Chiefs lead. Folks, we'll be right back after this short timeout.
Would you like to stay involved in America's favorite pastime game? If you love the sport of baseball and have some free time, then say yes to umpiring. There's a shortage of umpires in the Cleveland area, which means plenty of opportunity to work baseball and softball games in the Cleveland recreational leagues this summer. Training classes will start in February. To get the best seat in the house and earn additional income, contact Colin Robertson, President of the Greater Cleveland Umpires Association, at 216-314-5594 or email CROBERTM50@gmail.com. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Welcome back to the 7U 2022 championship game here at Collinwood Sporting Complex. My name is John Good, Vice President of Cleveland Muny Football, and I'm joined with the big guy, the director, Jason Dunn. And we've seen a fine first half of football, folks, and these two coaches that we talked to at halftime, they ready to play football and get it on. As the first play, we'll start with some laundry on the field, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty on the offense. So Coach Gilmer has his team fired up, and we'll see what they can do to stop Demings and Lockett.
You know, and talking to both of those coaches, they kind of identified the areas of improvement. They both know, you know, what they did wrong or where they lacked, and they both just want to come out of here and play their brand of football. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth football. You know, we look at it for a few of these first half stats. The Ohio Spartan Elite actually won the time of possession battle. They have 14 plays to East Cleveland's 9. East Cleveland outgained them on first downs with gained the 4th first downs to Ohio Spartan Elite's 3.
Newman gets the ball, tries to bounce it outside. No, it looks like that's going to be Tart this time as he's able to get it outside. And he is going to pick up the he'll get a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. As I was looking at the first down marker, I thought I was looking at the second. And it'll be 2nd down and 9.
You know, you look at that instant replay there, you know, kind of indicative of what they wanted to do in the first half was get outside and try to beat them to the edge. And, you know, get back to some of these first half stats. You know, Spartan Elite had more plays run, 14-9, which they also outgained them on the ground, 122-89. Not one pass has been attempted this game. Ohio Spartan Elite, 3 penalties in the first half to only 2 from the East Cleveland Chiefs.
So it looks like there's going to be the first pass right there. Man wide open. Oh!
Did I speak it up?
Yeah, it sounds like you did speak it into existence as it looked like that was Tart on the throw, trying to go to Jameson or Ross. I don't know if that's number 9 or number 21 out there, but he was wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open, man. Just a missed opportunity there. And for a receiver that young, you know, with equipment on, trying to get his head around, put his hands in position, look the ball in. You know, it's a lot that goes on to catching the ball. You would know something about that, John.
Yeah, I know a little something about that playing tight end. Love to catch the football and run with it. But again, on this age level, those are difficult plays to run. That's why you got to go with high percentage throws to give the quarterback a good target so he can have success. Big hole, but closed down. Able to get up to the second level, pick up about 4 yards. But good job right there by Lockett and Demings again. After it looks like number 7, Ashton Anderson Thomas Edie came up to make him change directions, and the cavalry came in to get him down.
You know, on the cleanup there, you had Kyrie Murphy Bradford.
So it'll be 4th down. They're going to go for it. They're not going to punt. They're going to go for it. If they don't get it, they're going to rely on their defense to stop Demings and crew, which is a tall order, because they'll be giving them some great field position still on their side of the football. This is the biggest play of the football game before he leaves. They're going to throw it again, and he's got a man again and not able to connect. Had a chance.
Wow, kind of surprised at this sequence right here. When you talk about high percentage plays and you come out of the half and you put the ball in the air twice and once on 4th down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, again, like you said, high percentage, try to throw a high percentage pass, but this age level, there's really no such thing as high percentage.
You know, and this is the team, this is Ohio Spartan Elite team, you know, they've executed that play during the regular season. So it's, you know, it's not out of their comfort. The coach had a lot of confidence in calling that. Yeah. And we can go back to the trust thing, you know, from 1 to 14, they trust these kids. Mm-hmm. So, hey, put that in the back pocket and let's see how, you know, if it's going to come down to them having to put the ball in the air in the 4th quarter.
Well, they're definitely not afraid to do it, like you said, Jason, and the coaches have confidence in his quarterback receiver connection, and they have executed that during the season. So look for it again, especially if they stay in the trailing score department.
So once again, both teams they take care of the ball very well. You know, these are defenses that cause a lot of turnovers, but also offenses that take care of the ball. No turnovers in this game so far. So Ohio Spartan Elite is probably wanting to change that fortune right now.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, did we see a turnover in the 14U division at the end of the ball game that really left a lot of people scratching their head. And I think in this division, they're going to play it a lot more safer. So first possession, offensive possession of the game in the second half for these Cleveland Chiefs. Demings gets the football. He's going to keep it, and he's going to make it around the left side and get to that second level where the defensive backs was going to tackle him. And it looks like Newman is on the tackle as Demings having success again, going around the corner, almost in the red zone of the Spartan Elite.
Yeah, hey, one read, one call, hey, 19 keeper, ball is in your hand, Mr. Demings, make something happen.
So that limits the turnover possibility in the ball game when you just hand it off to the, snap it to the ball carrier and let him run.
And it's called playing it safe. And hey, these coaches know their kids, better than anybody do. They know their skill set. They know what they're capable of. They know who to put the ball and whose hands to put the ball into in what situation. So
first down and 10. Clock ticking, 5:25. Demings at quarterback. He gets the snap, turns and hands it to Lockett. Lockett bobbles a little bit, slowed him down, but he's got enough speed to get on the corner. He's going to pick up about 5 yards after it looked like it was going to be a disaster at the beginning of that play.
It didn't catch a number on there, but that was great pursuit by the defender there to bring him down.
Looked like it's going to be Camden Deshawn on the tackle.
Man, that was great pursuit right there. A straight handoff, like I said, bobbled the snap there, bobbled the exchange. Tried to beat him to the edge, but Deshaun was out there flying, and he wanted to make sure that he saved that touchdown there. Great tackle, young man.
So the Spartan Elite is going to need a great defensive stand right here. Like I mentioned before, they tied for third in their conference in the 7U division. So they've got to be at their best against this #1 ranked offense. Turns, gives again to Lockett. He got a lot of room, some blockers, and he's shifty in the middle, and it looks like he's going to be just shy of the first down. And that'll bring up third down as Ralph is looking over, and it is third down.
If you look at this replay, and that was a great job of Demings actually pulling that ball in because he actually bobbled that snap. Hey, we can note this is the second straight play in a row where you had some mishandling of the ball by the Chiefs, but hey, they held on to it. They still picked up yards.
Kudos to the offensive line again of the Chiefs, because if you get penetration while there's an exchange going on, that could smell disaster, that's for sure.
Hey, pancakes for everybody.
I'm sure there's some pancake lovers out there. 3:17 and counting in the third quarter, 14-7. These Cleveland Chiefs up on Ohio Spartan Elite from Canton, Ohio, the home of football. Demings gets the ball. He's going to keep it around the left side. He gets the first down. He gets inside the 5 before he's brought down. As a good job of blocking by that offensive line once again, as the talented running back, quarterback, gets out over the first down and now inside the 5-yard line, and they'll be threatening to score once again.
Hey, one other thing to note too, John, in this 7U division, there's no blitzing. We actually eliminated blitzing from the 7U division. This is still a developmental age of football. So we want, if you got a dominant nose tackle, everybody can go double A-gap blitz and, send guys in there, outnumber the offense, but that's not coaching. So right here, you actually have to teach your kids how to read and react. And right now, the will of the Ohio Spartan Elite is about to be tested back up in that end zone.
Yes, it will be. They need to keep East Cleveland out of the end zone, but they have a fresh set of downs in order to get that done, and a whole lot of talent to get it done. Demings under the center, turns, gives to Lockett. Lockett stop, and he's hold on to right there. Good job by Tarver. Kyrie Tarver, left defensive end, with a fine stop right there. The clock keeps ticking.
And those are the plays you want to make at the point of contact when your back is against the wall, back up into your own end zone with the offense threatening to score. Hey, somebody got to buckle down. Somebody's got to make a play. Great job, Tarver.
That defensive line coach is firing up his defense. They are waiting. You can see the man over the ball. He's rocking back and forth. Can't wait to get to this play. This young man is ready to fire off the football. He doesn't want the Chiefs in the end zone. Instructions given by the coaches. Again, this is an instructional level of football. Coaches are on the field. 2 coaches on defense allowed, 2 coaches on offense. And yes, folks, we do have teams in this division that have no coaches on the field. That's how well ran they are. Demings turns and penetration. There it is. And they brought down. Good job by Cameron and Porter as they knifed inside and just disturbed the whole timing of that play and able to bring Demings down. Jason, what we got?
Hey, I need to check and see if they got any kind of special devices on the field. Looked like he was shot out of a cannon on that play, John.
We saw him rocking back and forth before the play. That coach had him fired up. That's exactly the play they needed to get these Cleveland Chiefs offense turned around and going the opposite direction. So now it's 3rd down and goal on the 9-yard line as an excellent, excellent play by the Ohio Spartans elite defense. That is the biggest defensive play of the football game.
You know, and pushing the Chiefs back, you know, you also, while you're pushing them back, it's good for you, but you're also giving them more space to create, more space to run.
And that is correct. And with this team, you have got to be disciplined, as I don't think they're going to get this play off before the end of the quarter, and they won't, as Ralph King, referee, walks to the middle of the alignment and calls the 4th quarter.
Say it ain't so, John. Our first scoreless quarter.
Wow, yeah. Neither team got in the end zone. These 2 high-flying offenses not getting into the end zone. Great defense played by both teams. East Cleveland Chiefs, we definitely know about theirs. Spartan Elite is getting tested right now, and they seem to be rising to that test. So one more stands in the scorebooks. One more to go. 14-7. East Cleveland Chiefs lead the Ohio Spartan Elite. We'll be right back.
The goal of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District is to ensure that every child in Cleveland attends a high-quality school and that every neighborhood has a multitude of great schools for which families can choose. CMSD is a large organization with many policies, regulations, and procedures that shape how the school system serves students and families, and we recognize that these stakeholders may have concerns about the organizational or school environments. Ensuring that parents are able to express concerns and receive responses is important to the district. If concerns are not able to be addressed at the school level, we encourage parents to connect with the district's Ombuds office. The Ombuds office strives to empower individuals to overcome disputes, conflicts, and barriers, as well as to find options for best possible resolutions. The office also assists with navigating through processes while providing information and resources and fostering collaboration as well as effective communication. It is important to remember that the Ombuds office does not replace other CMSD channels for resolving problems and conflicts, but that the Ombuds office is an additional resource to help create a collaborative relationship with the district. You can reach the Ombuds office by phone, email, or filling out a quick and easy form online. We want to make sure that we are able to help resolve your concerns. Learn more about how the Ombuds office can assist you at clevelandmetroschools.org/ombuds.
All right, and welcome back to an exciting final quarter of the 7U Harry Little Division Championship game at Collinwood Sporting Complex on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon, folks. Thanks for joining us. Happy holidays to you all, and I hope you're enjoying this football game between the East Cleveland Chiefs and the Ohio Spartan Elite, as the East Cleveland Chiefs are trying to get in the end zone inside the 10-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and goals.
Hey, John, can you believe it? This is the final quarter of the Termite Division for the 2020 season. It seemed like it was just yesterday when we started.
It's 2022 season. We didn't even play in 2020, which was sad to say because of COVID. But everybody came out of it safe. this year, expansion of the league, which we'll touch on in this quarter a little bit to tell you folks about the exciting future of Cleveland Muni football and the exciting season that we had this year. And it culminated in these two teams arriving in the championship game here in this 7U division. Demings takes the snap, goes weak side left, cuts, makes two-man miss, and makes it look easy as he dances right into the end zone. Again, what did Coach Shalimar tell us?
Wow.
Reaching.
Hey, reaching. And, they wanted to go downhill, man. Excellent job by the left side of that line, Anderson Bland Smith.
And you know what? I think that was one of those plays where the coach lined everybody on the right, but told Demings, don't say nothing. Take it to the left side.
And you know what? And I was just going to speak on that right there because, hey, both teams have been going, exclusively to the right side. So that was a switch up right there and to the left. And he made one miss, and now he's in the end zone dancing.
And that's where you have to, at that outside end, that defensive end, you got to hold your responsibility. And he did on that play. The left outside end on that play was Kyrie Tarver. He cut it back inside. Demings cut it back inside, but there was nobody there to clean him up. So Deming gets into the end zone for the second time today as he makes his pitch for Offensive Player of the Game. And it looks like it's going to be Lockett at at quarterback, and there's a smash. But he was able to fall in for the ever so important extra point to take the lead up 7 more points to bring it to 21-7.
And one thing I said, in a game like this, you don't want to fall down 2 scores, which Ohio lead is now in the back end of that. Still, through 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go. It's a lot of time in football. I've seen some crazier things, so definitely still got enough time to make this a ball game and come back.
Well, Coach Gilmer will be out on the field with the Elite Spartans. Spartan Elite here in the in the last quarter of the game, but their first possession, he knows how important it is for him to get down the field and score. But now he has 2 opponents, the clock and the Chiefs.
John, we want to plug this in. Our 7U termite division, full 11-man football. That is our next step up from the rookie tackle, which we've seen during the exhibition during the 14U championship game. Rookie tackle, 7-on-7 half field. From the 40 in to the numbers, a great, entryway into football and to learning the steps, just learning development of football. You go from rookie tackle now to 7U, which is full 11-man.
Folks, you'll really enjoy that rookie tackle. We keep no score. There's no wins and losses. So it is a lot of fun as there's a flag on the field as the quarterback the ball carrier that time was Tart, it looks like, number 2.
Hey.
We'll concentrate on the flag right now.
And whose nose is around the ball but Jarshawn Demings.
Not surprised to hear that, not at all. Demings on the tackle, but they also get the penalty, and it looks like improper equipment. So that's a 15-yarder, and that'll bring it to midfield, and that'll help Ohio Spartan Elites out greatly for field position, but they still have to get it into the end zone to get back in this football game, and they got to do it quickly. So it looks like Tart will be taking the snap. There's nobody in the backfield, so it's all hands on deck. Tart turns, and he is manhandled, brought down quickly, 1-yard gain by Micah Coleman, the right defensive end. Good job, Micah, on that play.
Hey, and Micah's had his nose around the ball all day today, making multiple stops throughout this game, touchdown saving tackles. Micah, we're going to need you in a major way right now.
So Coach Gilmer giving his skilled players their last set of instructions. Looks like he's going to stick with Tart at quarterback and split Newman out. Tart seems to be the better thrower. And if he can make a connection, but he's going to keep it this time as number 7 right there for East Cleveland Chiefs did his job. And and closing that right side of the field until these Cleveland Chiefs and Demings, the rest of the defense, got their excellent fundamentals on that play by the East Cleveland Chiefs defense.
Man, and Tart was one block away from making that a big gain. And it's so hard as a young ball carrier to turn the corner and you got pressure in your face immediately. You know, now you got to dance in the backfield, stops your progression, stops your momentum. Tart, you know, he did everything that he could to try to gain, you know, any positive yards he can get out of that run.
So good job again, like I said, by the defense of the Chiefs. Tart gonna throw this time. He's got a man and he's got the ball, and it's a first down.
And that's a connection. That is a great play. That's from Tart to Newman, and that'll move the sticks.
So good job right there. As in 3 attempts here today, the Spartan Elite comes up with their first reception, and it couldn't have came, Jason, at a better time.
Oh, you're absolutely right about that. That was one right there that moved the sticks, kept the drive alive. You know, and plays like that, those are energy plays. Those are plays right there, those confidence plays. So right now, let's see if the offense can capitalize on that momentum right there.
Looks like he is going to go to the right on the keeper. He looks left. He looks he's going to throw. He does throw it as over the head of Newman. This time, he was very close to the line of scrimmage as he didn't drop back too far. And to avoid a rusher, he stepped up. He almost stepped over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it looked, you know, from the start, it looked like a design run, and it was almost like he pulled back and then he went to pass the ball. So I don't know whether, you know, I don't know what went on in the quarterback's mind there.
Those are tricky plays. Those are tricky plays. That's a play that Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens quarterback, runs effectively because he's such a threat with his legs that you have to respect him. That pulls the defense down, pops a man open, he backs up, and then he throws the football. Tart was trying to do the same thing on that play. 2nd down and 10. He gives to the wide receiver on the end around, picks up significant yards. It looked like it was number 84 as Bland made the tackle on that. It looked like number 84 was the ball carrier. And I'm looking at the roster, and I don't see a 84 on the roster. Sometime they 24, Kyrie Tarver. I'm sorry. Love to play football and eat pizza.
That's another one.
Tart trying to get the first down. He gets good yardage. I don't know if he made it to the first down. He had a crease, but he was trying to avoid some tacklers and went down just short. So it looks like it's going to be, it is a first down. They give it to him. So again, the clock is the biggest enemy.
Oh, they're getting the first.
So we got the first down. The sticks are moving. The clock will stop until they set the sticks and start to snap. And there's the snap. Tart digging and darting, and
there he goes.
Oh! He just came out of the crowd, folks. I thought Demings had him. He looked like he had the angle, but Tart put his foot in the ground, Jason, and took it to another 10 yards to pay dirt.
Hey, you talk about elusive in the open field, very slippery. I mean, I thought he was stopped for a short gain, and next thing you know, he zigzagged, put the foot in, and went straight ahead.
Boy, folks, you're going to enjoy this instant replay.
Hey, zigging, zagging, and you know the one thing that the East Cleveland coach talked about, Mike, at halftime was reaching, and they did a lot of reaching on that play right there without bringing them down. End result, touchdown, Spartan.
4:31 left to go in the game. Oh no, knifing in and bringing down the running back, of course, is Demings, who's vying for defense and offensive player of this game. Some way, somehow, and willing his team to stay in the lead as he knows how dangerous Tart and Newman can be as ball carriers. Slams him down, ends that extra point threat. And now the lead has been reduced 21-13.
So, John, let's talk about how big that stoppage was on that extra point attempt right there. Now that stop right there, in essence, puts Ohio Spartan Elite behind 2 scores because you remember, extra point attempt, you get 1 for running or passing it in, you get 2 for kicking.
Well, if I was them, I'd have somebody warming up on the side. Hey, son, you're going to be a kicker today. We get this ball and score.
You know what? Cade York don't play till Monday. Can we call him up?
And I don't know if youth football is eligibility, but that won't ruin his eligibility to play on Sunday, or in this case, Monday night against the Bengals, as First Energy Stadium will be jumping, folks. They will be jumping. So the East Cleveland Chiefs line it up on offense. They've already scored once in this quarter. Third quarter was scoreless. The ball's on the ground. It's down there, still down there, and it looks like Elite might have it, and they do.
Wow.
They got it. They got the break they needed. The ball is on the ground. Both teams have been clean with turnovers all game long, and the break goes to Spartan Elite.
Hey, John, the game's first turnover. And when we look at it, and I spoke on this last series, you had two plays where the Chiefs mishandled the ball but held on to it. And one of them was a fumbled snap that the quarterback ended up gathering. This time, not so. Ball hit the ground. Spartan Elite pounced on top. So Ohio Spartan Elite, hey, 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go in this game. Still enough time. They got to strike fast.
Boy, I tell you what, these Ohio Elite Spartans, they are something else. Folks, they are like cats. They have 9 lives. If you'd have been at that game last weekend against Midwest Bengals, it was similar action. Midwest had the lead. Spartans came back, tied it up. And now here they are again. Again, like Jason said, they're essentially down by two scores. But the clock is one of their enemies. They got to get the ball in the end zone. 4:15 to go in the ball game. The clock is ticking.
You know, and in a game like this is where to utilize your sideline coaches. You know, you got to have coaches that's accountable for everything. Somebody that's watching the clock, somebody that's watching the line, somebody that's keeping account of the timeouts. You know, you got to know down and distance. So every coach right now has to be fully engaged in this game and play their part to make sure that you have maximum success right now.
Yeah, you can just tell the coaches that are prepared for this, and you can tell the coaching staff that are not. These are scenarios that these coaches must jump, must prepare for all the time. As the ball's on the ground, Tart falls on it. Coach Shalimar Gilmer from the Ohio Spartan Elite thought he had what he wanted when they shifted. The Wolverines did jump, but the referees didn't call it. I thought we was going to get an instant replay on that, but we're going to take it back to live action as they line up quickly.
Yeah, like I said, the Spartan Elite is still very much in go mode. You know, here they go.
There it is. Tart turns it up right side, cuts it back inside, outside, and he gets the first down. They got to line up quick. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. They got to line up quick. This is where it's tough to get plays off quickly with kids at this division.
Yes, it is. And cleaning up on that tackle right there was number 30, Kyrie Murray Bradford, for the East Cleveland Chiefs, third grader from the School of Arts. And his favorite food is chicken fries.
Chicken fries? That's a Hurricane thing, isn't it?
Hey, he's a huge fan of the Eagles. That's his favorite team.
All right, he's all right with me.
And Tyreek Hill is his favorite football player.
Tyreek Hill. All right, so some fine choices for that young man. Keep up the good work, and you'll be a part of one of them. Be a man wide open. Oh! Wow! Looks like he was trying to get to Newman again. Edie on the coverage, and the coach is talking to him about, hey, you can't let him be out there by himself now. That does stop the clock, as you can take a look at it here, Jason.
Man, he leaked out, and I almost thought from live speed that it was almost a read option look, you know. But, you know, now looking at the replay, look, he kind of bobbled it, but he still gathered it and made a great throw.
He did. After a kind of iffy snap. 2:47 left to go in the ball game. Tart around the left side. He's got room. He's got the angle. They don't have the angle on him. He's going to get to the end zone, and it looks like that's going to be Newman. Newman on the run this time. So not Tart, But Newman gets the ball, goes around the left side, and takes it into the end zone with 2:36 left to go in this ball game. And they're down 19-21. And now we're going to see what Coach Gilmore is going to try to do here to get the extra point. They're lining up. Looks like they had 2 plays called. Here it is again, Jason.
Here we go. Here's that trust right here. Newman, after a pass attempt last play, gave him the ball to the left side, and it was all speed. He reached out, tapped that pylon with the ball. That equates for 6 points right there.
How about that, folks? 7 years old, and they're reaching out the football. He knows how important that touchdown is. He's got to have it, and he got in there as quickly as he could. Timeout, Spartan Elite.
Yeah, we talk about Jeremiah Newman. He goes to Harder Elementary School. He's a 3rd grader. His interests are he loves to play football. His favorite food is strawberries. He's a Vikings fan, Minnesota Vikings, and his favorite player is Justin Jefferson. Now, John, Justin Jefferson at LSU, him and his teammates, they came up with the popular dance you see around right now called the Gritty.
The Gritty. That's who came up with that?
Justin Jefferson at LSU.
Okay. Okay.
So
wow.
he's very popular with the younger players today.
That LSU program has been very successful in the past, especially with Joe Burrows and those guys. And Chase, I think it's Chase Young.
Chase Young, yeah.
Chase Young was his other receiver, who's a teammate of his down in Cincinnati. And again, we'll see them this Monday night at Cleveland Browns Stadium, First Energy, as Coach Shalimar Gilmore right now is just wishing that he would have worked on that kicking game.
It always comes down to converting those extra points.
So it looks like it's going to be Newman at quarterback, and he takes it right up and he gets the extra point.
Wow. Hey, John, did you expect anything less in this matchup?
I did not.
4th quarter, 1-point ball game.
I really didn't. I really didn't. These 2 teams are talented, and you can see they have a trio of skilled people that know what to do with the football, high football IQ, and a line that executes. That's just point blank. That executes.
Man, 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. You got the East Cleveland Chiefs 21, Ohio Spartan Elite 20. And I'm talking about the number 1 and the number 2 offenses in the entire 7U division. This game is definitely living up to the hype. You know, we've had a score in every quarter besides the 3rd quarter. You know, like I said, going up and down the field, we finally, in the 2nd half, completed our first pass and recorded our first turnover.
So 2:36 to go in the ball game. Exciting, exciting championship football game, folks, here. Beautiful day, 55 degrees, clear skies, sun is shining. God has blessed us with a beautiful atmosphere. People are in the stands enjoying themselves, having a good time. And it has come down to this in the 7U division. Ohio Spartan Elite from Canton, Ohio, made the trip up here to Cleveland, Ohio every weekend and have fought their way all the way into the championship game, where East Cleveland Chiefs, right down the street from us, folks, fine football tradition, always competitive, well-mannered, well-coached organization, and they're showing you just how bright their future is today, leading the Spartans 21-20.
This drive right here will be about securing the ball, making sure you got the ball, and I think it's going to be in Demi's hand the whole way.
And it's in Demi's hands now as he got away. Wow. He got out outside. I thought they had him. He got the angle, one man to beat, and he brought him down. Oh my, that broke the back of the Spartans.
Wow, you know what, John? I think everybody in the stadium knew who was getting the ball. You know, understand the point in the game we are. Mr. Demi's. And from the replay, blast off the left side, was a keeper all the way. And once again, that kid has deceptive speed. And once he hits that corner and gets those shoulder pass square to the line of scrimmage, he can go.
Yeah, he can go, and he showed it right there. Good job by Demings. One of the things that these guys, these ball carriers have been good at all day on both sides, both teams, is outrunning those angles. There's angle pursuit that you have in practice every day on defense, and that is so important to saving some of those long runs for touchdown. But these skill players are they're just too fast.
Yeah, and see, I don't know the timeout situation right now, but Ohio Spartan Elite, I would have been calling the timeout after that stoppage right there.
Hey, how long they get, though? How long did they get?
So 1:23 to go. Taking a little bit extra time getting the play in. They got to be careful not to get a penalty right here after a big play. Demings, that quarterback, turns and gives it to Lockett. Lockett stops in the backfield, but spins out. Demings comes up with a block, and he is brought down as Gilmer thinks there's a block in the back, but it wasn't. He got him on the side as number 19 for the Ohio Elite rocks back and forth, showing his muscles.
Yeah, and I think the argument from the Ohio Spartan Elite coaches right now is the time that was spent in the huddle for the East Cleveland Chiefs getting that last playoff. They did seem to spend a lot of time in that huddle there. So I'm not sure what that time situation is. And once again, I'm still kind of baffled on why this Ohio Spartan Elite coaches didn't call a timeout after that long run to go ahead and stop the clock right away.
That would left a lot more time to use in this ball game when not only are the Chiefs their opponent, that clock is the bigger opponent.
Yeah, the clock would have been stopped at about 1:38, and since then a whole minute has run off. Not sure. It looked like they may get some time back on the clock here. Not sure.
So Gilmer is trying to get an interpretation from the referee Ralph King about what's going on the field, and he seems to be okay with what's happening, and now they will go back to the sidelines. So 36 seconds left to go on the clock. 21-20. East Cleveland Chiefs lead the Ohio Spartan Elite. Good game, great plays, outstanding efforts these young men and these coaches have put on for us today in the 7U division. Beautiful afternoon here in Cleveland, Northeast Ohio. I want to mention all the players for the Ohio Spartan Elite and the East Cleveland Chiefs real quick. That's Fred Johnson for the Ohio Spartan Elite. It's Fred Johnson, Jalen Tart, Kaya Cameron, Kyler Ross, Jeremiah Newman, Camden Deshawn, Josiah Jameson, Kyrie Tarver, Evan Porter, Marcel Alexander, Carson McDonald, and Santana Randall, along with Kymere Backey and Amaza Massey. For these Cleveland Chiefs, we got Thomas Eady, Jarshawn Demings, London Lockhart, Ashton Anderson, Kylan Bland, Micah Coleman Jr., London Gert, Kyrie Murray Bradford, Joshua Clancy Jr., Delonte Woods, Drain Carmichael, DeMarcus Smith Jr., Shalamon Hamilton, Kylan Al-Amin, Samaj Williams, Destin Kelly, Sair Harwell, Tavion Oliver, Elijah Love, Kyrie Dudley, Alan Captain, and Aiden Mitchell. Congratulations to you both, to your teams, for making it here to the Cleveland Muny Football 7U Division Championship game. Good luck in the rest of your football and your academic lives. Thank you, parents. Thank you, coaches, for the dedication and all that you've sacrificed this season to culminate in your two teams making it to this championship ball game.
And it's definitely a huge sacrifice, being a football mom, a football dad, a parent who coaches, the volunteer hours, work, family life.
Team moms, we love you too. As they bulldoze right up the middle and try to get a fresh set of down. They'll call timeout. 27 seconds left to go in the game. And we don't know how many they have left in the ball game, but I'm willing to think, I think they got one more in their back pocket.
You know, it seems like this division, they get 5 timeouts. So I didn't see many caught in the first half at all.
If any at all. So let's see if East Cleveland gonna try to run the same play, which is smart ball security play, or they'll just kneel it. And if they kneel it normally, they'll inform the referees so there's no extracurricular activity.
Yeah, man, this has been a outstanding game by both sides. But if you go and you want to point out two key plays for Ohio Spartan Elite. It was the failure, it was the failed extra point attempt, and it was the failure to call that timeout on that long gain. Other than that, it's been a great game both ways.
Now the winner of this ball game will have an opportunity to play in the state tournament for AYF because of their championship victory here in Cleveland Muny football. It's their choice. They don't have to go. No one will replace them, or do someone replace them, Jason.
Yeah, you can go to the runner-up if the runner-up wants to go. And both of these teams prior to said, hey, if I win, I'm committed to going.
Okay.
So they're excited about the opportunity to go down to Columbus, take that trip down 71, stay the weekend, enjoy some football, and hopefully get a visit by some Ohio State players.
Looks like an unbalanced line to the left. Demings gets the ball and he's brought down. He's not going to go anywhere. And when you get a timeout, you got a timeout from Elite, Spartan Elite, and Tarver was there on the tackle. Good job by Tarver securing Demings, because it has not been easy to do today.
Oh, not at all. I mean, Demings has probably been, 65% of the offense himself. When you go Demings and, you go to the speedy and shifty Lockett,
yes.
Then, you give it to that 7 up front because they add 2 tight ends in there. Oftentimes they're running an unbalanced set. My MVP of this game is that offensive line.
I have to agree with you on that. And I probably would pick both offensive lines, really. If whoever wins, both offensive lines deserve a truckload of kudos. Demings under center, off balance to the left. He goes left, finds a hole. He's up the field. He's got the outside. He's going to go down inbounds. Smart play to make the Ohio Spartan Elites call a timeout. And that's the first down, and that is the ball game, folks.
Hey, the Chiefs fan base just realized that, hey, we got ourselves a championship. Byron, hey, right here, you want to go out there, in my opinion, John, the best formation in football is the victory formation.
Yes, it is.
In this instance right here, you don't even have to run a play. Go out there and nail it out, show some grace, show respect for your opponent, get out of here safely.
Right.
And, hey, ball game.
And celebrate. So it looks like that is what is going to happen right here, as they're just going to snap the ball as the backfield will crowd around the quarterback for protection. And I'm sure they will let the other team know. Most of the time they'll let the opposing team know that they will be kneeling, so there's no need for a heavy charge. There's the snap, there's the kneel, and there's the ball game. We'll wind the clock down. 3, 2, 1, double zeros. And congratulations to the East Cleveland Chiefs, 7U, hairy little termite division. Great job by the Ohio Spartan Elites from Canton, Ohio.
Man,
fine job by the organization.
Fantastic, man. Hey, a 7U championship game, the top 2 scoring offenses in the league, to come down to a 1-point victory by the East Cleveland Chiefs. You couldn't ask for a better game. Couldn't ask for a better day. This is football in Northeast Ohio.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us. Stick around for the trophy presentation. Well, my partner will go down on the field and present to the runner-ups and the champions, East Cleveland Chiefs in the 7U Harry Little division. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The goal of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District is to ensure that every child in Cleveland attends a high-quality school and that every neighborhood has a multitude of great schools for which families can choose. CMSD is a large organization with many policies, regulations, and procedures that shape how the school system serves students and families, and we recognize that these stakeholders may have concerns about the organizational or school environments. Ensuring that parents are able to express concerns and receive responses is important to the district. If concerns are not able to be addressed at the school level, we encourage parents to connect with the district's Ombuds office. The Ombuds office strives to empower individuals to overcome disputes, conflicts, and barriers, as well as to find options for best possible resolutions. The office also assists with navigating through processes while providing information and resources and fostering collaboration as well as effective communication. It is important to remember that the Ombuds office does not replace other CMSD channels for resolving problems and conflicts, but that the Ombuds office is an additional resource to help create a collaborative relationship with the district. You can reach the Ombuds office by phone, email, or filling out a quick and easy form online. We want to make sure that we are able to help resolve your concerns. Learn more about how the Ombuds office can assist you at clevelandmetroschools.org/ombuds.
This is Jason Dunn, Director of the Cleveland Muny Football League, down on the field at the conclusion of the 7U Harry Little championship game. What a fantastic game, and I want everybody to give it up to Ohio Spartan Elite and the East Cleveland Chiefs. So I'm now down, joined with the 2022 7U Division runner-up, Ohio Spartan Elite. And I'm joined by head coach, Coach Gilmer. Coach, when you put the #1 scoring offense versus the #2 scoring offense in the entire 7U division with as much electricity as both of you guys got on both sides of the ball, you know, we're in for a fun matchup. Today did not disappoint, and this is one of the best 7U championship games we've seen in a long time. You know, I want to talk about your guys' commitment to Muny football, commitment to the Canton community. I just want to talk about your journey that led you here to the championship game today.
First of all, East Cleveland, stand up. Let me get another one for them, man. Hey, give them some. Give them some. Give them some. Give them some. Man, long journey, man. We practice hard. These kids play hard. My coaching is different. I get into this, man. This is what I do. I love this, and I love every last one of y'all. We didn't bring it today. We didn't bring it. That play, I tell y'all, when you look up here, that's taking a play off, and that's that play when they score. But we gonna keep it going. We gonna work. We gonna work. That's what this is football for you. It hurt. 20-21, man. It's a football game. The little things. Like I said, that's why we lost by 1. The little things. And like I said again, man, coaches, I want to thank the parents for being up here, always supporting. What I'm going to tell you, man, we'll be right back. I'll tell you that.
I appreciate that, Coach. So without further ado, 2022 Termite Division runner-up trophy, Ohio Spartan Elite. Now I got a specialty award to give out. I want to call this young man up. 16 carries, 137 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Number 2, Jalen Tart. Great job today, Jalen. You want to take that mouthpiece out for me? And you got anybody you want to thank today? Hey, you want to thank your coaches? You know what? I'm going to help you out. Your offensive line did a great job. You want to thank your offensive line? Okay. All right, this is Jalen Tart right here, offensive MVP. I am now down on the sidelines, joined by your 2022 7U Division City Champs, East Cleveland Chiefs. All right, I'm standing beside Coach Coleman. Coach, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, the East Cleveland Chiefs, I'm talking about a program with a lot of history. All right, a program with a lot of big names. When you go back to the Cooks, you go back to the Hardys, you go back to Shane Wynn, you go back to a program that's rich in tradition, a program that's the pride of East Cleveland. All right, I can't be more proud of you guys, and I'm happy to have you guys back, part of the Muny family. You want to kind of talk about this journey for you this year?
Yes, sir. Man, it's been a long journey. The coaching staff, the ups, the downs, the loss we took, it was hard, but they showed adversity. Y'all showed adversity, man. I'm so proud of y'all. The coaching staff, we all came together after that loss and did what we had to do. Our parents, the support's been real, man, and we all just locked in and came together, and we here now.
I appreciate that, Coach. All right, so your 2022 Harry Little 7U Termite Division Champs. This is your hardware. Congratulations, Coach. All right, now I got a specialty award to give out. All right, this right here is our defensive MVP. All right, 8 tackles, disruptive in the backfield, all game long. Number 3, Jershon Demings, come on and join me. Mr. Demings, man, you had quite the game. Hey, you had a phenomenal game last week, and you finished it up this week. All right, you finished the race. All right, you got anybody you want to thank today?
I want to thank my mom, my coaches, my team, and the whole offense.
The entire offense. Great job. Hey, you got a bright future, young man, and this is your MVP trophy right here.
Great job, young man.
So this is the end of a phenomenal 2022 7U championship game. So sad to see the season over with. But John, we got a little free time now. I'm gonna toss it back up to you.
All right, Jason, great job down there. And congratulations to the 2022 East Cleveland Chiefs here in the Harry Little 7U divisions as champions in Muny football. Welcome back once again, East Cleveland Chiefs, to CMFL. We're glad to have you back, and thank you for coming back with such a fine performance this season, folks. It's holiday season. We want you to be safe and be careful out there. Continue to join us in watching the Cleveland Muny Football League Championship Series here on TV 20, where you'll see a lot of the faces in the community, a lot of people that you may know. Join them and join us in helping us make dreams come true and foundations stable to build great young people, young minds into great adults and winners in society. So for my partner, Jason Dunn, Director of Cleveland Muny Football, I'm John Good, Vice President. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here again soon. Good night.